Anyway, my name's Josh Denny, and I have the honor and privilege of hosting these Wednesday webinars. We're going to be doing this every week. I know a lot of you are new that are just plugging into this content, this information, and I want you to know first and foremost, I'm not the premier expert. I'm not some guru, but I am someone who's been practicing the art of studying this profession of direct selling, relationship marketing over the last almost 20 years. In fact, in June, it'll be my 20th year being around this profession and being involved. And again, like I said earlier, I don't pretend to know everything. I certainly don't have the only way or the only way to do things. However, I have learned some great things over the last several decades that I want to share with you. My goal is to take everything I've learned and share it with you so you can shorten your learning curve. You can go from where you are to where you want to be much faster. That's my goal. And again, as I do that, I'm going to be sharing with you some tips and some training information. I'll be introducing you to business partners, people who have extraordinary success in the profession that'll share additional information that'll help you get, again, from where you are to where you want to go much faster. That's my goal. That's my mission. And I'm going to be consistently doing that. Now, again, this isn't a company-sponsored webinar, although I am working the secret business. I believe full-heartedly it's the best opportunity in the marketplace anywhere. That's why I'm investing all my energy into the company's secret. But the community that secret represents, to me, is far more valuable than anything. And it's a community of people that care about one another, that are building businesses with one another in the hopes that we can all really provide a better future for our children, provide a better future for those that we love and we care about after we're gone. And that's what we're doing here. And my goal is to share information to help you build a business for your future, for your family. And I know for a fact that you can do it. I have no doubt in my mind that if you are watching this right now or listening to my words, no matter who you are, no matter where you come from, no matter what your background is, that yes, you can do it. You can go out and be as successful as you want to be. And I know this because, number one, it happened for me. But more importantly, I have witnessed with my own eyes people very similar to you. And without even having the opportunity to met you yet, but I've been around long enough to have met someone very similar to you, similar background, similar walk of life, similar circumstances, that decided one day they were going to change their life, that decided one day they were going to draw a line in the sand and say, no more am I going to live like I've been living. No more. No more am I going to make excuses for why I'm not where I want to be. No more am I going to sit there and blame someone else. I'm going to take full responsibility for my life, and I'm going to make it happen. I'm going to focus my energy on solutions instead of problems, on overcoming obstacles instead of looking at the challenges. I'm going to make it my life's mission to give to my family what they deserve. And they plug into content, they plug into information, and they were consistent. They did the work, and they did the work, and they did the work. And guess what? They did the work until they accomplished their goals. Again, every background imaginable, every ethnicity, every religious affiliation, tall people, short people, okay? Big people, small people, skinny people, doesn't matter. Broke people, people who were homeless, truly homeless, living in someone else's car, living on someone else's couch, living in a park. I can't tell you how many people I've met in my career that have gone from nothing to something extraordinary because they made a decision. They decided that they were going to do it. And my goal is to share with you some of those things I've learned that have helped it not only happen for me, but for many, many, many other people. And if you have that seed of greatness in your heart, and I believe you do, I don't believe you'd be on a webinar like this if you didn't. You're seeking some truth. You're seeking a new way. And I don't promise to have all the answers because I don't. I don't have all the answers, but I got a few answers. I got a few things that I know if you follow and you are consistent, these simple activities and learn these simple skill sets, you too can have an extraordinary life. I have no doubt in my mind. So we're going to get started on some content. Next week, we're going to be talking about contacting and inviting. Today, I want to do something a little different. I'm going to do a little bit of recap on the convention that we just came out of, and I'm going to be opening up to questions and answers. And I really want to get some information from you. So I'm going to spend some time on that today because a lot of you have some great questions, and I want to be able to take those questions and answer them and help you to the best of my ability to accomplish your goals, your dreams, your aspirations, whatever they may be. Now, as you ask your questions, type your name in the box there below you. And because I won't know if you don't type your name, I'm not going to know. Now, you don't have to. You can remain anonymous if you choose to. But I'm going to go to the questions with the names first, simply because I want to have that interaction with those that are putting themselves out there. So put your name in there, ask your question, and right there in the box there. And in a few moments, I'm going to go to that, the question and answers. I'm going to start to answer some of those questions and helping you succeed. Now, I didn't get to do this, but this is the case that they were talking about, the secret agent case. Now, this doesn't come out till May. However, this case is phenomenal. Secret agent. This is another example of how secret goes above and beyond to help us win and help us succeed. And you've got a great place for your products. Again, it doesn't come with products. Well, it does come with a little sample kit, but it comes with all of your secret information, the brochures, the applications, the secret flip chart. So this is going to be coming out in May for $99, and we'll still have the $49 option to enroll. But now we're going to have this $99 option to enroll, still including your website, still including all the great things. However, again, with this, you'll have the place to put all your products. And what I love about it is it has spots for the green line, right? The green line products. You got your eye serum, your face serum, and you got your magnetic mask, your mud mask, your moisturizers, eye cream, and face moisturizer. All your products that you can put in here. And again, if you're like me, I get crazy on stuff, and if I don't have the special agent pack, I can't fill up all the product spots. The Pro Pack or the special agent pack, and I'm going to want to upgrade or at least buy those products to fill it in, kind of fill in the blanks. But it's good. You want to have that. Again, when you're getting into business, it's important to have all the products, have everything you can, experience them, use them, so that way you can make sure you can make sales. Now, one of the greatest things that we've just launched is the daily pay. Now, this works for customers, wow bonuses, and any customers that you may have, retail or VIP customers. This is a great thing. So I have this. I'm showing people. I'm demoing products. I have the samples. I can make sales right away. There's been so many times I meet someone at the airport. Maybe they're sitting next to me on the airplane or in the lounge, or I'm in line somewhere, and I just bump into someone and talk to them. I can share information with them right then and there. I can have them become a customer right then and there, and I'm going to want to do that. Why? Because when they buy, once you've enrolled into your daily pay, you can get paid the next day. They enroll right then and there. They get their product shipped to them by the company, and the company's going to pay you, and you can use your daily pay right then to probably buy something the next day. You have bills every day. It only makes sense to get paid every day, and Secret is doing a great job of doing that. Now, in order to enroll for that, you have to be at least a bronze or below. We started with the brand new people. You can enroll in your back office right now through the application. And again, there's no real, it's an approval, but there's no credit check or no anything like that. Pretty much you're going to be accepted for sure if you're a secret agent. Enroll and get that done. If you're above bronze, don't worry, you're going to be in the queue next. So we started with the brand new people, and we're working our way up the ranks. We just want to make sure the newest people have access to this first. Secret, we believe in leadership. We believe in servant leadership. We believe in the leadership serves the brand new people. So we want to make sure that you have access first as we move up the rank chain. So that's daily pay. If you haven't gone through the back office and seen your all the recap, please do that. Log into the back office, watch all the videos. Everything is there. It's going to be amazing to do that. And of course, you have your new agent kit. You've got the peak event, which is when you go executive with the company. We have a new event coming up here in June. That's going to be phenomenal, high-end leadership training, and you have to actually qualify for this event. Okay, you can't just be somebody that got brand new, got started. You have to be qualified executive to attend the peak event. So make sure you do that, and I will focus on that. We have the Ignite convention coming up in September, which is our next major event. Make sure you're registered for that if you're not already. And then everything we do is to move into those events. Of course, we have a huge communication platform. That's an upgrade where you can share information faster. You can get the videos, the tools, information into the back office. So our system is simple. All we do is we do the same thing over and over and over again. What does that mean? We're getting information to people. I was talking to some people the other night, and I was saying, as I look at this profession, it's so simple, yet what's easy to do is also easy not to do. When you hear what we actually do, you think to yourself, you know what, this is simple. I remember when I first really heard it, I thought, it can't be that easy. You know, people would say, well, just go talk to people. Well, it can't be that easy. How do I talk to people? What do you mean, just go talk to people? That seemed foreign to me. You know, stay consistent. Okay, but what does that really mean? And I'm going to share it with you here in a moment. But it's so simple. Sometimes we overlook it, you know, because it's so simple. That doesn't mean it's easy. It's going to be one of the hardest things you probably ever do in your life. Why? Because it takes this simple, consistent activity. You have to repeat it over and over and over and over and over. And it's really the same thing. It's the same thing that we do. And in the beginning, I remember looking at some of these people like they were wizards, like they were extraordinary beings, almost magical beings, because here they were living this amazing lifestyle. You know, they were making incredible money. They seemed so happy, you know, and you know, people loved them. People wanted to be around them. People wanted their picture taken with them. People wanted their autographs. And I'm looking at these people and I'm thinking, wow, you know, how do I get to be like that? You know, it wasn't just monetary success. I could tell they had this wealth of life, you know, wealth of attitude, wealth of positivity, this wisdom. And I wanted to be like they were. And I thought, you know, they were almost untouchable. When I got around them, I realized, you know, yes, some of them were charismatic. Yes, some of them, you know, had this way to talk, this way to deliver content that was seemingly impossible for me at the time that I was meeting these people. But I also met people that weren't that good in front of the room. They weren't that good in groups of people. You know, and you look at them and you're like, man, if this person can do it, I know I can. I met people that were making extraordinary amounts of money and did live a great life, but you know, they were awkward. They didn't communicate all that well, but they were consistent. They did the activity. They did the thing. You know, Emerson said, do the thing and you'll have the power. Do the thing and you'll have the power. What does that mean? As the founder of IBM, you know, it's like, I mean, that's Watson. Okay? But Emerson said, do the thing, have the power. And if you're consistent with that, you know, Watson said, double your rate of failure. If you want to be successful, double your rate of failure, meaning go through it more, do the thing more. And as Emerson said, do the thing and have the power. It's kind of like if you go to your stove and say, remember those old wood burning stoves? I know none of us have them these days, but you know, the old wood burning stoves that would heat homes. You can't go to a stove and say, hey, give me heat, and then I'll give you wood. You know, I'll give you wood once you give me heat. That doesn't work. The stove just says, you're an idiot, you know. First put in the wood. Do the thing, and then you'll have the power. Then you'll have the heat. It's like you can't bring your need to the soil and say, soil, I need to harvest. You can't do that. The soil, you know, looks up at you and says, hey, man, first bring me your seed before you bring me your need. You got to plant seeds first. You got to do the work. You got to be willing to go out there and do it before you can expect a result. And what does that look like in this business? In this business, my friends, it's you go out there and you share the information. You share it. Don't go out there trying to recruit people. A lot of us are trying to go out there and recruit people like we're hunting them. You know, like it's a hunt. And we're getting somebody, we get them into our business, come like we throw a bag over them and throw them over our shoulder and run back to our sponsor, our sport team, and, you know, empty the sack and say, look, I got one. I got to recruit. Look, that's not our goal. That's not what we're trying to do. We're not trying to recruit people or get people to buy the secret. Folks, what we're doing is we're sharing the information. We're sharing the good news about what the company's doing. And in that process, you'll find people that want to also do it too. Now, none of us want to be in somebody else's business. None of us want to be got or recruited. But we all want to open our own business. We all want to succeed. We all want to achieve our own goals and dreams. Isn't it true? That's what we want. So when I'm going out and talking to people, I'm sharing the vision of Secret. I'm sharing what we're doing. Number one, and you want to write this down, is be convicted. Be convicted in your heart that you are going all the way to the top, that you are going to achieve success no matter what. You don't know how. All you know is you're going to do it. In the beginning, when I was broke, my wife and I were $1 million in debt. It was dark times, you know. The only bill I paid was my cell phone bill. This was it. It's all I had. Our cars were repossessed. And we sold off all the rest of the things that we had. And people knew. I wasn't lying to them, telling them I was making all this money. One of my mentors said, if you can't defend it, promote it. So I was telling people, look, I'm broke. I'm sick of being broke. I don't want to be here anymore. But I found a way out. I found a way. And I'm going to make it happen. I'm making millions for sure. I just want to see if you want to do this with me. Let me just show you. I'm not trying to convince you, but just take a look. And I would tell the story of Secret. Here's a company, almost 1,000 retail locations in 40 countries from around the world, and it's moving into this relationship marketing. Why? Because social media and the internet have changed consumption. They changed it. You know it. We are simply, they're cutting out all the middlemen, all the links in the chain between the manufacturer and the end consumer. And when you cut all that fat out, you have margin. You have a lot more profit to be able to do two things with. One, deliver discount for the customer. The consumer gets a product for less. In many cases, up to 50, even 60% off. I mean, if they were paying $50 for a product, today, because of this new avenue the company's going into, they can get it for $25 or up to $25. Huge savings. The other thing that they do with the savings from cutting out all the middlemen is they pay people like you and I for helping the company build their customer base. See, rather than using television and all this expensive marketing, they use tell a friend. Okay, it's simple. I'm not trying to convince someone or twist you or make you buy a product. I just want to show you. Let me show you this, and you demo the products. Demo the products. Demo the peeling gel. Demo the M4. Demo the salt and oil. Demo the thermal mask. Demo the nail buffer. You show those products. It's undeniable that they work. I'm gonna show them pictures of the before and after with the Recover, okay, and the magnetic mask. You see it with the Green Line products, what it does. It's remarkable. It's remarkable, and people see it with their own eyes. This takes a few minutes, folks. So what have I done? I've been convicted of where I'm going. I'm sharing the story with excitement. I'm not trying to recruit someone. I'm demoing the products. I'm gonna ask for participation. How do you see yourself participating? You want to be a retail customer? Maybe a VIP customer? No setup fee, no cancellation fee, 30-day money back guarantee. Nothing to lose, everything to gain. If you like the products, you can continue to buy them. If you don't, get your money back, no big deal. Third, you can become an agent. That's what I'm doing. I see this. I see what's going on. There's people becoming successful. And I start to share success stories. I start to share about people doing well, out there having success. People that you met at the conference. If you've been at that conference, you have seen so many people succeed. Tell the stories. As you get on these webinars and on our Vision Cast on Sunday, you're going to hear success stories. People from all walks of life. Business owners, doctors, lawyers, engineers, accountants, school teachers, police officers, firemen. Again, people from all walks of life, personal trainers, salon owners. And you'll see them having success and say, you know what? There's people just like you doing it. They're doing well. We're just getting started. The timing is remarkable. I'm going to promote some other event like a webinar, okay? Getting them on the phone with somebody else so they can see social proof. And fifth, I'm going to ask for referrals. I'm going to do it like this. Who's your best friend? Who do you know? And I'm going to repeat this process over and over and over. From there, if I'm promoting something, I'm going to be booking the wow party. I'm going to be booking them into an event, booking them into something, okay? And then I'm asking for referrals. I'm just going to be doing that consistently. Guys, you can do that. I know you can do it. With love in your heart, going out to find the right people. And here's what I know is going to happen. There's people like me, like you out there right now, your neighbors, your friends, people on your list that when they see it, when they truly see it, they're going to be inspired. And they're going to say, I've been waiting for this my whole life. Honestly, I can say I thank God every day. Tamara showed me this. I didn't want to see it. I said no to him multiple times. But I think he changed my life. He changed my life of my wife, changed the life of my children, changed the life of my generations because he was persistent and he showed me. You know how many other people are out there like me? Millions. As you have an opportunity right now to change somebody's life. I don't care about what he's making on the comp plan because he brought me in. I don't care. Oh, I'm grateful. And he earned every penny. It could all go. I don't care. I'm just happy that we had an opportunity to go out there and succeed. And there's people on your list right now, people that probably you have their phone number in your phone right now. Their phone number's there. They're praying for an opportunity. It's up to you and me to go out there and share it with them. It's up to you and me to be consistent, to have courage, and to realize it's not about us. It's not about us getting to the next rank. It's not about us going executive or royale or bronze or whatever it is. It's not up to us. Okay? It's up to go. You will do all those things. I promise you. You'll make the money. You'll get the rank advancements if you're willing to do the work. And that's getting out there and just sharing this with people with conviction, with heart. Anyway, I'm excited about this, guys. I'm going to open it up to questions and answers right now because I want to hear from you. I want to answer some of your questions. And next week, we're going to go into a specific training topic on contacting and inviting. Sending text messages. How do you get those? How do you really set appointments? What do you do? What are some methods and platforms that you can implement immediately to explode your business? We're going to be talking about that next week. So you want to make sure you're on there. We're going to go through every scenario on the newest ways, the freshest ways, leveraging technology, sending text messages, how you can communicate with people through Facebook, through social media to get a response immediately. We have some special guests on next week, so you're not going to want to miss it. Schedule your calendars to be on next week. So without further ado, I'm going to go to the questions and answers here. And here we go. Hey, Josh, what about agents that are not doing anything? No replenishments and haven't even renewed their account by paying $49 a year later? Will they be removed or can they still purchase at agent price? The Lordies. Guys, that's a great question. But the company periodically refreshes its system because it has to pay for every user in the system. Okay, and it bogs it down, so there's bandwidth on that. So if they keep them in there, they can push them out. So if they haven't renewed, there's a good chance the system's going to flush them out and they're gone. They have to start all over again. So it's important if they wanted to get back in, they should at least renew their $49 at a minimum. Now, as that happens, they should store up volume by being active. So I'd go back to everybody, make sure that they're in the system, but I know we're going to be flushing out the people that aren't active and haven't been active for 12 months. Just be aware. I know there's going to be announcements sent out if they haven't been already. So make certain that you're on top of that with your non-actives, okay? You may want to call customer service and get a list of these people. I imagine in your back office you can run a report to see all of them, but I would definitely be in touch with these people. Okay, let's see here. Can they put the new Vimeo video for the new product makeup remover and the exposure videos in the back office with the share link on it? I imagine it's up there. I saw it in the recap, like the video was there, but I'd imagine what you're talking about is going into the back office platform to send it, and I would imagine so, but I don't think right now because we haven't launched it officially. That was a promo, kind of a premiere for those of you that showed up at the event. But again, we're not launching that until May, and we will have the opportunity to buy in Mother's Day sets in April. So I suspect they're going to keep it out of our ability to transfer the information until it's actually live. I know you can't hear me. I'm sorry about that. She can hear me now. Okay. Let's see. All right, let me refresh this again. I appreciate you guys entering in these questions. They're important. And again, our goal is to help you, just to help you get there faster, get you learn what's going on. Okay, here we go. Hey, Josh, what's the most effective way that you found to invite for a wow party for people you don't normally talk to? That's a great question, but it's the same thing I just talked about. I want to either schedule, and I want to schedule a pre-appointment first most of the time. Okay, now it depends. If they're really close people, I know that's not your question, but they're really close people, you can invite them straight to a wow party or a sit-down appointment immediately. The people you haven't talked to and don't normally talk to, I would schedule an appointment just to get in front of them right away. And great ways to text message, sending that out there. But again, next week we're going to go into a lot of detail about that, about contacting, inviting, and scheduling appointments. That's next week. So I'm not going to really get into a lot of the detail right now, but send a text message, say, hey, what are you doing? I'd love to get together with you for about 15 minutes for a cup of coffee, or maybe just say, hey, can we have coffee this week? I'd like to sit down with you. A quick text message. Most people say, sure. They'll sit down with you, and then you can start showing them a little bit of the information that you're doing, just by asking them, hey, how are you? How you been? What have you been doing lately? And they'll tell you, and the natural response is them to ask you back, well, what are you doing? Well, let me show you what I've been doing. I was just at this conference, or I just got involved with this company. It's pretty remarkable. I don't know if it'd be for you at all, but I'm fired up about what they're doing. And maybe you know some people. Let me kind of show you what they're doing and show them the products. Say, look, there, and tell that same story. Here's a company that's almost 1,000 retail locations in 40 countries from around the world. They're shifting, and there's people becoming tremendously successful because of the shift. Anytime a market changes, there's people who get wealthy. Kind of like when everything went to the internet, there's people who became extraordinarily wealthy. Well, this is happening. I just was at a conference. I saw people, going from virtually nothing to becoming incredibly successful. People had no experience in skincare at all, but it's because of these products and how well they work and this discount the company's doing. So, that's a way to do it. Luann Hunt from Canada. Hey, just want to see how the convention made it real for me. It's so important for everyone to see that secret's real. Absolutely. That's why we go to these conventions. You can see it. If it wasn't for a convention, there's no way I'd be in this profession. It's hard to even encapsulate or deliver the information, because, and it's like, how do you explain what chocolate tastes like if you've never tasted chocolate before? I mean, you have to just eat it, right? You have to taste it. So that's kind of how to describe secret. It's hard to just describe the community and the passion and what we do unless you're there and you're present. It's like explaining a movie without having to watch it, What's the best way to deal with people's butts? Tamara Horsey, White Horse, Yukon, Canada. What she's asking is how do you deal with people's excuses? It's very simple. If you find out what's important to people by just asking them questions, what's important to you? Tamara, why are you doing this? Or, why would you do that? But if you were to do secret, why would you? If you were financially independent, what would you do with your life? And find out what's important to them. Is it taking care of the family? Is it making sure that they don't have to work for somebody else anymore, so they have more time to do the things they want to do? Is it retiring a spouse, a parent? Is it getting out of debt, not having to be under the obligation of another man or woman or corporation? What's important to them? And then when they bring up their butt, I know what's important to them. I can say, I thought you said that, taking care of your college tuition for your children is important to you. I thought what you said was getting out of debt's huge and important. Okay, I understand your butt, but if you don't go do this, what are you going to do? And that makes them think about it. Anyway, hope that helps. Can PCs who are an inactive agent re-sign up with another agent? I believe, and I'm not certain, but I believe the inactive agents, okay, that PCs just go upline, okay? I'm pretty certain that that's what happens if they're inactive, okay? I'm not exactly certain that to be true, but you might want to check with customer service about that. And the goal would be to obviously not try to take someone else's customers, and maybe they're inactive and they don't know it. There could be a variety of reasons, but at least check with corporate on that, okay? And see how that is, because there's usually upline involved. It's like, for example, like say you sign me up and, I signed up 4 or 5 customers, but if I have 4 or 5 customers, typically I'm gonna be active anyway. Let's say I've only got 2 customers and I'm inactive, I'm not buying, and I'm not, I don't really care. If you are my upline, typically that volume's still going to you, okay? And that money will pass on to you. So they do have someone active. It may not be that one person who enrolled them. But again, that's a customer service question I'd ask about that. And because you don't want to take someone else's customer. You wouldn't want that done to you. So just be conscious of that. It's important. I want you to know if these products protect the skin from the sun. You know what? There are some natural SPFs in some of the products. Again, I'm not 100% certain on all the details, but there's a lot of marketing in SPFs. People ask about it. We've kept SPFs out of our product lines because there's a lot of controversy on the subject on both ends of the spectrum. And there's a lot of SPF products that actually, with clinical studies, are showing are more cancerous than the light for the sun. So, and it's all marketing, guys. It's it's the craziest thing. When I was in Israel and I was at the L'Oreal factory where they built it, I was talking to the scientists. At the end of the day, it's marketing. So some company has some research that says SPFs are great for you, and they use that as their marketing campaign to get people, to buy their product. Okay, it's just marketing. It's like some parabens. Not all parabens are bad. There are some parabens that are in some studies showing that they're not good for you. But then they knock out all parabens and they use paraben free as a marketing campaign to get people to buy their products. When in actuality, some of those parabens are good, are not bad, but it's marketing. So they use some clinical study showing that some parabens are bad and use it as a marketing strategy to brainwash, their constituents, the populace. And it's been going on forever. And, it's so the marketing trends have to go with, what people perceive as good and bad. It's like some SLS, there's not all that are bad. Okay. There's some that are actually good for you, not necessarily good for you, but not bad for you at all, and work for the product, make the product work better. So again, it's all marketing, guys. The SPFs are no difference. However, with that said, I know the company is looking into having at least some line that does have SPFs for the people who believe that SPF is great for them. So anyway, just know that that's coming. I'm going to refresh our questions and answers again, see where we're at. All right. Jason, how can we deal with the reheating that the products are too expensive, and some similar or far less money elsewhere? Example, no buffer can be found. Okay, what do I say? Here's the deal. You can have a lot less quality stuff for cheaper. That's simple. There is nothing with the same quality, the same testing on the market that's cheaper. I know people will say it to you because they're trying to sell you stuff, but the reality is that that's just not the case. There is not, a similar product that is less expensive. That's just the fact. And you can go out and do your own research to find that for yourself, but that's the reality, number one. Anyone who's telling you differently is selling you. Okay, it's just, we've got the number one market product categories with our formulations, period. Okay, you can look at it, you can see it. We have the results to prove it. We have clinical studies on our products to prove it. It is what it is. Now, people can buy cheaper stuff anywhere. If they want cheaper stuff, go buy cheaper stuff. You can buy a cheaper watch than a Rolex for sure. But people want a product that works for them. You can buy a cheaper car than a Mercedes Benz for sure. There's a car, it's a car, and maybe one that looks similar, but it's not a Mercedes Benz. Okay, you're going to pay for a product that's a higher quality, period, in any market category. And so for the people who just want cheap products like Jergen lotion or some cheaper thing, well, they can go buy that. But there's a lot of people that won't do it. They're going to have higher quality products. Like, for example, for me, I buy organic foods for my family. Why? Because I know they're better. I can buy product that's similar, looks the same, it's cheaper, and it may be treated with pesticides. Maybe it's from GMO seeds. I don't want that stuff for my family. I will pay a much higher price for the health of my family. Same thing I'll do with the skincare I put on my kids. I'm not going to buy just any skincare. I'm going to buy the best. And Secret has the best, so I'm buying Secret products, even though they cost more. So that's the market we're going after. We're not going after the people who are just going to put the cheapest stuff, the people who buy McDonald's, the people who go and buy GMO products or the cheapest stuff out there. Okay, so that's what I say to them, and it works. Luann Hunt, at expos, when you only have 3 to 5 minutes with a potential agent, what can you say to invite them to take a look without sounding pushy? Yeah, that's a great question. I don't do too many expos, but I'm going to ask more questions about them. I'm asking, where are they from? What do they do? What are they interested in? What's important to them? Get them talking, and then show them, look, I found a way to get what you want. Okay, I found a way to be able to help you earn more money and get what you just said you wanted. Let me show you, and I'll show them the peeling gel. I'll show them the nail buffer. I'll show them some products. These are the products we're moving from these retail outlets from around the world into relationship marketing and paying people to build the customer base. And I'll tell a couple success stories real quick and go, if you want some more information, I'll get it to you. What's the best way to contact you? By text message or by email? And I'll get their information. And then I'll send them some information. Again, we'll go into the contact inviting next week, but I'll tell you what to send, how to do it, and how to do correspondence with them next week. And I'll have a whole preparation for that so I can show you some visuals and whatnot next week. Shanahan, thank you for your wonderful comments. I appreciate that. God bless you too. Some products show ingredients listed on it and others don't. They're always listed on the boxes. So if they come in a box, the ingredients are going to be listed on the box. If they don't come in a box, the ingredients are listed on the product itself. But because there is so many ingredients in some of the products, for example, the green line, if you had the ingredients listed on the actual product container itself, it would look horrible. Okay, it wouldn't look good. So that's why it's listed on the box. But all ingredients are listed on our products. It's either on the box or on the product itself. I believe some of these videos will be, in fact, listed. I know they're asking about some of the videos that were done or some of the training that was done at the conference. If we can be listed in the back office. Once we have it edited and up and ready, yes, indeed, those products will be available for us, or those videos will be available for us to share and restudy. Okay. What do you suggest to shy agents to get invites? Andreas, look, again, next week we're going to go into invites, but I'd use text messaging, social media to get invitations done. And we're going to go through, we have a whole format next week, next Wednesday, to go through that stuff. So just stay tuned, be on next week. We'll start to go through a lot of different formats, and we'll have those questions next week. Rika, yes, the customers that go to the agent above the active ingredient, already investigated that. Yes, customers go to the agent. Yes, okay, that's the question earlier. So everyone's going to have an active agent, okay? So if I'm signed up and you quit, I roll up to your next upline active agent. So yes, they will have an active agent, and guys, be respectful of that. You know, it's important. You know, it's just ethics, and what goes around comes around. Remember that. We know that in life. If they're already enrolled, you don't want to enroll them somewhere else. It's kind of, you don't want to have that energy, in my opinion. I think that's wrong. And again, if you do that, guarantee it's going to start to happen to you. Okay, just it's the way of the world. So, you know, encourage them. Hey, no, let me get you in touch with your active agent. Do the right thing. That is the right thing. You know, it's like you don't want to steal people's customers. You don't want that done to you. I know I'm kind of repeating myself here, but it's important, guys. There's enough to go around for us all. Again, if you have more questions, please type them into the box, because I'm running low on questions, and I'm gonna end this webinar as soon as I run out of questions. Okay. Sarah H, is there a way to change your upline being an agent? Yes or no? Is there a way to change your upline being an agent? No. If you're, you know, here's the thing, guys. A lot of people get like this. You don't need an upline to win. It's good to have upline for sure. It's good to have a good sponsor, but most people aren't going to have the best sponsor, and that's a big benefit. But the reality is, you know, who brought you in is who brought you in. And, you know, if it wasn't for them, you wouldn't be here. So, you know, be respectful of that. They don't need to do anything for you. They introduced you. Thank God for that. And the reality is, how this business model works is you get rewarded for introducing people to the business. So, you know, just because you got in and your person that invited you is maybe not the best person in the world, you know, it doesn't serve your interest to just get out of line, wait 6 months, and go sign up with somebody else. You know, look, people will still help you no matter what. We're all one community. We all work together as a family. Okay, so you'll have support regardless, but I wouldn't be jumping around from team to team. Okay, again, in the end, it's up to you. My mentor said this to me. He said, Josh, you know, if you go and become wildly successful and you do and achieve your goals and dreams, it's not going to be because of me, your sponsor. Ultimately, it's going to be because of you and what you do. However, if you go out and fail and you don't do well and you don't succeed, that's also not going to be because of me, your sponsor. That's also going to be because of you. And so at the end, if it's to be, it's up to me. If you're going to go out there and win, in the end, it's going to be you. And I promise you, where you're at is where you're supposed to be. You know, there's a mission for you. That there's a plan for you. And I'd encourage you, stay with that plan. I can't tell you how many people come up to me all the time. They want to be on my team, or they want to be working with me. Guys, I help you anyway. Okay, you are where you're supposed to be. But praise God for that. You know, see, here's the reality. If you want to achieve success, and this may sound hokey, but I promise you it's real. You want to achieve success. You want to, whatever your goals and dreams are. there's a path being laid before you. It's there to encourage you. It's there to help you. It's there to make you become what you need to become in order to accomplish your goals, your dreams. And there's a path for you. That's why personal development is personal. I don't know the path you're on. I don't know the story that's laid before you. Only God knows that. What I do know is if you stay the course and you stay consistent, you'll go through what you need to go through to become the man or the woman you need to be, to lead people, to do well, to accomplish your goals, your dreams, and your aspirations. That's a fact. I know it, and I have no doubt in my mind. So just be willing. Take what you got and go build. Take what you got and go into it. And you'll build and cultivate a life that by design is there to help you succeed and help you win. And more importantly, what you go through may not even be for you. It may be for the next person, the next guy, the next gal who's coming into your team, that because you went through it, you can help lead them. You can light the path for them. And that's what we're doing here. We're lighting the path for others to succeed and to win. And by doing that, we ourselves get a tremendous benefit. So anyway, I'm going to refresh this one more time. If I don't have any questions in here, I'm going to end the call and look forward to seeing you all next week on the Wednesday webinar. But of course, our Sunday Vision Cast. Our Sunday Vision Cast is going to be up here real soon. Oh, goodness. What did I do? Oh, I pressed the wrong button. I'm going to come back into this. All right. Questions and answers. Again, next week, next Wednesday, contacting, inviting. And this Vision Cast this Sunday, we got a special treat with Casey and Elena Call, cabinet ambassadors, $750,000 income earners are going to be on this Sunday's Vision Cast. You're not going to want to miss that. They'll be up and be on deck for this incredible training on the Vision Cast this Sunday. And of course, you're going to be hearing from some other testimonials, some other people that have gone out there in the field and done well, stories you can utilize to build your business. All right. Flynn family, thank you so much. Appreciate your kind and wonderful comments as always. Love you guys very much. Is there any special training on the new exposure system that can be emailed, client videos, or text message client videos? Again, we're going to be doing that next week. And yes, we will have some video. We will have some information out there on that training. But for now, we're going to be doing that webinar next week. We're going to be going into detail on that, okay? I hear the Dead Sea is drying. What's Secret going to do to preserve the Dead Sea? Just yesterday's news reported on it, and how will this affect the company? Like we're talking, this is hundreds and hundreds of years that's happening. The government of both Jordan and Israel is working diligently to protect that natural resource, but this is something that won't happen in our children's lives, okay? So if it happens at all, there is a lot of, I think it's hundreds and hundreds of years, okay, that they're predicting. It's just accelerating. And again, I doubt very seriously that that's going to affect business in any way whatsoever, okay? But we are, or the governments are working on a conservation project so our children's children can enjoy this great asset and this great resource of the Dead Sea. But the minerals aren't going anywhere. You know, matter doesn't disappear. It doesn't vanish off the earth. It's still there. It'll just be in a different form. All right. In any event, guys, we're going to be wrapping this up. I appreciate you being on. I appreciate you logging on and your quest to achieve success with this business and with your family. It's an honor to be with you guys. Last two questions here I'm going to go through is how many agents total in the area would you recommend to have in order to start an SA Academy? This is Siobhan McPherson. Hey, Siobhan. You know, the thing is that once you have 40, 50 people consistently showing up in a marketplace, you may want to start an academy. But until then, you don't want to go through the expense. You know, that's a decision, and you and I can talk on this offline. Siobhan, be happy to talk about that. Right now, I'd plug into the virtual systems, you know, the webinars like we're doing, the Vision Cast, because this is a lot less expensive. If you're going to do a Secret Academy, typically you have to rent a place out and show up, and people have to pay for it. And that's a good thing. But until you have enough people to really support a market like that, I would encourage you to just plug into these online platforms. And yes, the T-Mobile plan is for all agents, at least in the United States. I don't know about the other countries or their timelines, but I know we're working with those marketplaces. Every government has a different regulation. So it is for all agents everywhere. And The details are in your back office. And by the way, for those you don't know, we have a discount on T-Mobile plans. So now as a secret agent, you get up to $15 per account off your bill, which is great. Just saving extra money by being a secret agent. Last convention, it was up to 15% off of Apple products. And now it's up to $15 off your account for your T-Mobile plan for those you switching over. Plus, you get a lot of other benefit. If you're on a different plan, switching to T-Mobile, huge benefit. Okay, but look into that with your T-Mobile program and going through the information in the back office. All right, I'm just refreshing it one more time just to be sure. And then, I know I said it's the last question, but sometimes. Okay, last questions from the Lordies. When we use the new message system in our back office, if our prospect replies for a message, does it come through the message system or a regular inbox? Great question. I don't know. I don't know the answer to that. I haven't used it yet. I just got back in town. I just got my new phone. By the way, for those you don't know, I don't lose my phone. My phone was damaged like crazy. And I was without a phone from Saturday until really a few hours ago. And it actually felt kind of good not having a phone. But anyway, I've been catching up like crazy. I can't wait to get caught up with all the new systems and the platform, and I'll have answers for you later on, but I don't have it now. Again, I'd ask customer service or just kind of play with it yourself and see what happens. In any event, God bless you guys. Such an honor to share some time with each and every one of you. And I look forward to seeing you next week on the Contacting and Inviting webinar we're going to be doing. And I look forward to seeing you this Sunday with our Vision Cast with Casey and Elena Call. With that, guys, God bless. Wish you the absolute best week possible. Talk to you soon. Bye-bye.